Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I am Riker, and I'm joined by R. Reed and Armstead. Follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram at Everyday Black Men, and Facebook at the Everyday Black Men Facebook page. Now let's start the show. Partly something really bad. You know, we're just going to go straight in because
I hear a lot of black people calling him a hypocrite. I'm like, he's a Christian.
Fuck that.
He's a Christian.
That's one thing that as much
to
as
be Christian is to be acknowledge yourself to be a hypocrite,
I don't
right?
think he's a Christian.
Huh?
I don't think he's a Christian.
I mean, no, he converted. He has a white pastor now.
I think he portrayed himself as a Christian.
He's got a white pastor now. This man is completely changed. He all faithful.
I don't think so.
Yo, what do you think he is?
I think a lot of entertainers are probably on some of that. I think they call it Christianity because it makes the public feel better. But I think they're more on the whole, like, just my connection with God is my connection with God. Like, I am a God type stuff. If that makes sense.
I thought
like,
you were going to say something about I am a God.
I think they're more of that school.
I thought she was going to say something about the Illuminati or something like that at first.
I thought you said
that's like Thelima. That's pretty much
No, I think they're
satanic.
into like the whole like Egyptian like numbers and symbol type religion.
That numerology.
Which has some credence if you really ever look into it. And I just think that they say they're Christian or they say God, but to them it means something different. They just say it to make it.
I believe they say Christianity, but they don't believe in none of that shit because they believe the devil is God and God is the devil.
But the God is the devil. It's the same energy. It's just about what you use that energy for. Are you going to use that energy and tap into the God-like aspect of that energy, or are you going to use that energy to do evil? You have the capacity to do good or evil. That's why evil people can be powerful, because they're tapping into that same energy.
Some of the greatest priests of all time were Dark Lords.
You talking about Vader?
No. I'm talking about actual historic priests. Like, look at the Inquisition.
A Sith Lord?
No. Look at the Inquisition. A lot of people ordered
From the
all
light
those
to the
people
dark.
being killed were priests. They were Dark Lords because what they did was they said, "Hey, we got all these people. We're gonna round them up. They don't believe it. Heresy." Torture them and then put them out of their misery, those godless bastards. And again, welcome to the Everyday Black Men Podcast.
Just jumped in here.
Straight up, jumped in talking about.
Hold on, we didn't give our name.
What would you like your name to be? Starrfire is available.
Sprite
I like
remix.
Starrfire.
You gonna go with that?
I'm going to go with Starrfire.
All right, Starrfire.
Starrfire, I'm Burning Cinnamon.
Armstead and Riker.
I'm Armstead.
Thank you, Armstead, for saying
That's our names on here.
Like, this is a battle rap. Like you was trying to get
We'll
that.
have what are we talking about today?
So what we're talking about today, we're gonna first start off. I'm gonna come in on that Kanye stuff that we talked about earlier, just giving people a preview of what we will talk about with Jesus is King. We're gonna review the album, but what's more important than that is sadly California is on fire and Trump is threatening to pull all.
They on fire because they're devils. They in hell, burning in California, son.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Jeez.
The liberals are burned.
So what's the deal with Cali?
I see the role that Ari played in this podcast very clearly.
Clearly.
What, the liberals are burning in California?
Just off the bat.
So
From the hellfire that shall raise in California. Y'all see them burning.
All right.
It got nothing to do with no global climate. No global
Calm
climate.
yourself down. So there's a bunch of things that are kind of playing into part with the fires. So basically, fires are started not intentionally, but just due to lightning. There's trees. There's things that happen. Of course, there's going to be a couple people who accidentally light fire.
California, Hollywood.
There's no demons that cause these fires. I'm sorry, it's not.
It's LeBron James supporting the communism of China.
But the fires got started, and because it's California, it's dry, it's hot. They keep going.
Right.
So you got so many different factors here. So on one hand, this is creating a great opportunity for inmates, but at the same time sucks for them because for every day that inmates try to fight these fires and put their lives on the line, they get 2 days off their sentence.
Really?
Yeah. And they get paid like $5 per day, like between like $3 something and like $5 something per day, which in inmate money is like fucking you big shot, big call. Like you can afford the big ramen today.
Big ramen today.
Exactly. So you got that going on. So a lot of people have problems with it because these inmates are putting their lives on the line and they're really getting a little bit back because they're saving the state of California $100 million. And California is paying these niggas like $5 a day.
I mean,
they're just inmates. It doesn't mean like it'd be different if they had like a child molester wing, but these are just regular inmates who are volunteering. Now it is giving them other freedoms, like they're able to get out of prison, obviously because they need to fight the fires. So they get that, they get better food.
what if they die in the fire?
Then nigga, that's it. There's no life insurance policy for these niggas.
I'm pretty sure they do got life insurance.
Yeah.
No. They don't get the life insurance policy, nigga. Probably somebody do got them life insurance policies because capitalism. Then you got the actual power company that a lot of their lines are burning. They're like, nigga, we already broke. We can't afford this shit. And the state is like, nigga, you expect us to pay for it? You're like, yeah. And so now this is all kinds of fucked up because now you got people who they put the fire out in your area. When my power coming back? I don't know, nigga. When your power decides to come back.
Inmates are putting out the fire?
Yeah, so inmates are putting out the fires. They're being contracted to because it saves California. Because the average California person, they have to pay their firefighter $91,000. These inmates are $5 a day.
Right.
And if they die, it is what it is.
I mean, they're inmates. Who cares?
I mean, well, that's the problem with America. We don't care.
Yeah, that's what it is for.
But one of the things is that we are giving them 2 days off per every day that they serve. But I mean, I feel like we should probably give them like 5
2 days
off.
for every day.
Yeah, I think we should do a 5 for 1 because they're calling it currently the 2 for 1 deal. I think it should be 5 for 1 because I mean, since the nigga could die out there, give the nigga 5 days off.
They ain't gonna put them inmates in imminent danger.
No, they throw all the inmates into imminent danger.
They on the front line. They
on the front lines. They like, go in, boy. You was so bad. You stabbed a nigga in the eye, and I'll stab this fire with his water.
I really think that's fucked up. We shouldn't have prisoners like fighting fires.
I know that's the 13th Amendment. Kanye West talked about that. We'll bring that back to that at Jesus is King. So then the last part of this. So you got the inmates, you got the power company, you've got obviously the fires. But people who were not affected by the fires are starting to get letters from their insurance company. Hey, y'all have had bad fires in 2017, 2018. So at the end of this term, we're not renewing your rates.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So people are starting to come forward. The biggest proponent of this is Allstate calling you niggas out. But
are you in good hands?
Apparently not. Yeah, apparently not, nigga. Because Allstate is like sending niggas letters, and there's one that's going viral right now. But it's really fucked up that the company can, and there's apparently not even in California, the most liberal of states. Do they have laws to prevent insurance companies from dropping you something that did not occur to your actual use of things? It's just you happen to live in a place where there's a lot of fires recently, so we don't feel like giving you anything. So fuck you. So yeah, that's the California situation.
Is it the fire that was big as the last one?
So
you know what I'm talking about?
They're all very big.
I have a question.
Dang.
It even hit the North Bay in San Francisco.
So where is Smokey the Bear in this situation?
That nigga is missing in action. Some would say that maybe
Did they put out their campfires?
I mean, they supposedly put out their campfires. These can't all be caused by campfire. Some of these are just lightning brushes, and I mean, lightning tries to strike.
Ain't been California being a liberal cesspool.
I mean, look, nigga, if it only happened in Los Angeles, you'd have a point.
Are you a conservative?
Oh, yes, he is. No. He's the most conservative.
No, I troll him.
He's like that guy who says I'm not a rapper, but he's actually a rapper.
I'm not a conservative.
Except he's not a conservative, but he's actually a conservative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should ask him his rights on. You should ask him pretty much any question.
He is a troll.
I'm trolling. No, I troll liberals.
I think
there's a difference.
He's a conservative.
No, I'm not. I voted for Bernie Sanders. How can I be a conservative if I voted for Bernie Sanders?
Because if the conservatives that ran were someone like
socialist.
Democratic socialist. There's a difference. Democratic socialist. There's a very much difference. But I'm not even that either. I'm an independent.
Nah, he's close and conservative.
No,
just with some socialist tendencies. Like if Mark Cuban ran, these two would be locked.
I wouldn't vote for Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban?
You wouldn't vote for Mark Cuban?
No, you would. I wouldn't.
I think he would vote for Mark Cuban.
He's too rich.
No, but there's going to be a billionaire who's going to be president again.
Eventually?
No, again.
When?
After Trump.
When was the first one? That nigga's not no goddamn billionaire.
He's a billionaire on paper.
No,
that's all that matters.
No, he's not.
His assets, this nigga's got $1 billion.
I agree.
I'm not saying he's a real billionaire, but I'm saying assets.
I don't think that nigga's a billionaire.
I don't know nothing about them.
Definitely a billionaire.
You think Trump is a billionaire?
Trump? I read something that said that they are.
Well, hold on. Was he a billionaire before he became president?
They are leasing the Trump Hotel either in Washington. I forgot exactly where. But
in Washington.
They're leasing it for $500 million a year.
In Washington.
But $500 million a year.
He's trying to get rid of that because actually that's costing him more money than it's worth.
But if you're leasing it for $500 million,
Trump's estimated net worth is $3.7 billion.
You think Trump's a billionaire?
Trump is definitely a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
I don't believe he's a billionaire.
I mean, again, I'm not saying that
he might be a billionaire, bro.
I don't think.
Okay, when I think of a billionaire, I think of somebody who at least
like Mark Cuban.
Yeah, legit.
Who actually does things.
Nah, he's a billionaire. I mean, I'm not saying he has 3 billion or 1 billion, but he's definitely in that billion range.
think.
I mean, he's a baby billionaire. He's not a big
Okay, we'll
billionaire.
agree on that one, baby
Yeah,
billionaire.
baby
He's a baby billionaire. This ain't no Warren Buffett.
Man, I would love to be a baby
No, I think,
millionaire. Shit.
that was a real good.
You
You
want
just
to be
gave.
a real billionaire.
I would
Yeah.
love to be a baby millionaire.
No, you
right
want to
now.
be a real millionaire.
Hey, look.
Nah, that's Warren Buffett. That's the guy.
No, you want
I'm
to
like
be a
you.
real millionaire.
Yeah, I
Give me a million.
You don't want to
Give
be
me
a
a million
baby. You
today.
don't want to be a baby
$1 million's not
millionaire.
enough.
$1 million is not.
I know it's not enough, but it's more than
You don't
one.
want to do it.
Remember,
It's
we're
a
getting
lot
older.
to start with. I can
You know
get
what I'm
that
saying? It's a
million
lot
and
to start
flip it to
with.
5 and flip it to 10. What are you saying?
You're right. But the first million is always the hardest. Once you get the first million, y'all be good.
Yeah, the first million. That's what I say. It's always the
No,
hardest.
it's always the hardest. The first million. Just like the first job you got.
Well, probably not for you. But if things go right,
Yeah, Starrfire. I mean, yeah, you and the Teen Titans, y'all gonna link up. Y'all be good. But
let me make a whole song. You got to ask now, so you ask eating greedy now. You know what I mean?
True.
You ask now.
But along these same lines, Beto O'Rourke retired and everybody cheered because he's a piece of shit.
Hold on. You were in Texas when Beto ran, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see him? Or you?
I didn't see him.
Are you into politics, Starrfire?
From a general philosophical standpoint, yes.
Oh, you a liberal?
When we get into the details and all of that,
Whoa.
I kind of
like the
get turned
details?
off because to me it's all the same. It's just the same thing over and over again.
Well, no, me and him, we just want to
the
tax the
players
shit
are
out of
different.
everyone.
Players are different, but it's really the same game.
I believe that they're all for the corporations,
Yeah.
except for a couple of people.
I think there's
But-
enough of them that aren't for the corporation that it's not the full take.
Like AOC and those people. Oh,
Nah,
no.
they're all.
No.
I mean, but sometimes you got to get your hands dirty to make change.
I mean, true,
Yeah.
but
Who is a real saint at the end of the day?
I mean, I think a real saint would be
I
like
don't think
when
a
black folks got
politician
mad
would
at
ever be
Bernie
a saint.
Sanders because he said if he had a black child, he would tell him, "Hey, theoretical black son, talk nicely to those police officers and get a badge number." And black people are like, "Oh my god,
But
I can't
it's
believe
the
Bernie
truth.
said." But yeah, nigga, it's the truth.
Yeah, I watched it.
It
Anybody
is
watch
true.
American Son?
I
the
didn't
one-
watch. I seen it, but I didn't watch it. You know, what I'm
They
saying?
tried to make a movie based on the dialogue that is like perceived from like the whole situation with cops killing people. And it was a black woman with a white man raising a mixed son.
That didn't turn
He
out
had
well.
his views. She had his views, and he was trying to be more black. Am I going to give this movie up? Do y'all care?
No, we don't do it.
Spoiler alert!
So he ended up getting stopped by the cops, but you don't know this till the very end of the movie. One of his
And they
friends
killed him.
ran out the car, the other one ran out the car and shot him. But at the same time, they had just broke up and they were going through that whole situation. And she said that he claimed that he was acting more black at his dad because he had got him some braids. He wasn't doing that before that.
Oh.
But he was only rebelling against his father because his father left his mother. And then he was like, "You left your son." He's like, "I left you. I didn't leave my son." And he was an FBI agent, so and on it, it was just I feel like the dialogue wasn't strong enough for the concept of the movie. If you ever watch this movie, I always compare it like movies with. It's only like 5 people in the
Better
whole
than I
movie.
say Crash.
No. That dialogue was.
I feel like we had
Okay.
a conversation about this before. A situation that was like that.
If you,
Oh, like
I think-
when they see us.
I think
No,
some
no,
people
no.
will think the movie's
not
better
when
than
they
I
see
think
us.
it is.
No. It wasn't a movie. It was a situation that he was talking about.
Well, that was a Netflix show. That's what I was.
No,
comparing it to.
yeah, I know that was
That
Netflix,
was
flow,
trash.
but he was saying something about you having a child with somebody and you leaving the child, you leaving the mother. No, if you have a girlfriend and you're married to your wife and the baby mama is no longer with you and she loses her place or something and she needs a place to stay.
Yeah,
Remember
we
that
did have- we
conversation?
did have that.
Yeah, we did have a
I don't
conversation.
understand how that's connected to what I'm saying. They were married.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
Oh.
you were saying that it wouldn't go right because she would want to come and stay with you, and somebody was like, "Nah, that shouldn't happen." He was like, "Well, you should because your kid will remember that."
Oh, I said,
Yeah. You
I
can't
say
remember
just get
that.
her mom, let her move in, fuck your wife. She get mad, she'll be mad. I mean, she need to make the ultimate decision. But I mean, I can understand why she mad. But who want to leave their mom out in the streets? But either way it goes,
Well, it's just your child. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're not doing this for her.
That's
You
what
could
made me-
give
that's
a
what made me
fuck
think about
her.
it.
Yeah,
What you
children-
care about is
Why not
because
just take the child in and let her
because
go
the
figure
mother
her
wasn't
life
gonna just
out?
let- your
you
mother
gonna let the
wasn't
mom be homeless?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because your child will remember that.
Yeah,
That you let their mom
their mom be homeless. You gonna let their mom be homeless?
No, that's not.
I would have held
So,
that shit against my
that's
father.
interesting. We got a woman in the room. We did this as all men, right?
Yeah, we did this with all men. I would have held that shit against my father. Just real talk.
Look, you're married. You have a
How
kid.
I am not going to stay with my husband's baby mom. That is not happening. Period. So you
Okay.
need to figure that out. Go get a second job and pay her rent. If that's
Well,
the way you feel.
no.
But she is
refused
not.
to let-
No,
she
that's not a
refused to let
situation.
him do that. She refused to let him pay.
But he's gonna have to do that if he's so. If he
No,
feels
see,
like
but
so
it's-
you gave him options.
Yeah,
that
you
was
gave
an
options.
option.
They didn't give an option.
The only
She
option
said
she
no.
gave him was he asked her, and she was like,
no, the kid has to be okay. We're gonna make sure the kid is okay, but the grown person though, they need to
temporary
get their life together.
Now the thing about it is she was working, so it wasn't like she was like just kind of like
life caught up.
Yeah, life just caught up. 2008, a lot of people lost their jobs.
Give her a few months to get it together. That's what I said.
No, in your house?
In your house.
No.
You gonna let your kid be at a shelter?
No.
But the difference is that this is.
I'm not playing sister wife.
No, he's not banging her. Yeah. They're done. The kid's like 7, and they've been broken up for 7 years.
Maybe a month.
Okay, I would understand rules like we can't be in the house alone with just them. Like I would agree to shit like that. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, that's just like if she there and you and I'm not there.
I'll check the cameras, just see. Oh, you here? Oh, her car ain't here. All right, yeah, you gotta come home.
Like, but temporary, of course, not 6 months.
Normally, what we said like 3 months.
But y'all had another thing though. You was like, if it was your house and you pay all the bills and stuff like that.
No, it's not even just that.
It's not even just that.
No, I'm saying that's the other.
But
there were different dynamics to it.
Yeah, there were different dynamics to it.
But your wife, nigga, you gotta live with her once.
Yeah, of course. I told you. I told you.
Because once you do this, you're not getting no pussy.
What is the husband doing for the kid anyway? Why is
he's been providing child support and paying his bills and getting everything taken care of. So I mean,
child support. That's it. That's not.
Does she need to know the whole story?
Well, no, we get you that child support. But
I mean, unless you're like LeBron or somebody, child support is nothing if you're an average person.
Yeah, but I believe that if you put me on child support, that's all you're gonna get. But that's a whole different story.
Not really.
Nah, man, tell the whole story.
What you mean, not really?
Because I've had some women that I know put the men on child support to wake them up. Like, look, you're playing around.
You can't get off that shit, can you? Or you can't? I don't know that shit. I don't know anybody who ever got off it.
You can get off.
I don't know anybody who got off it.
And they ain't never get off of it because they ain't let them get off.
But what I'm saying is, if it's child support, that's birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that stuff, Easter, put it all together.
See, I was a little bit different. I was like,
some people pay $400 a month on child support.
Exactly,
$400.
That's not a lot of money.
Support?
That's not a lot.
Do you know how much it takes to raise a kid? Are you fucking kidding me?
I know that. I'm just saying.
Get it together.
No, I know right now.
I can wipe my ass with $400 on a Saturday, getting drunk and going to the club.
Hey, can I get $400?
That's a whole. That's a whole.
I mean, you just gonna wipe your ass with it.
Yeah, you just gonna wipe your ass with it.
I'm just saying, $400 is not a lot of money. If you ever went out and had a good time, you can sometimes be like, wow.
He's never went out and had a good time.
I've had a good time.
You ain't never had that type of good time.
I've never had that kind of time.
But
it wasn't my money, but I've had a good time though.
Have you ever traveled or went somewhere and be like, whoa, I spent more money than I thought, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For $400 a month before your kid.
You spend more money than you thought?
Nigga, I spent close to $4,000.
I spent a few grand in Vegas too.
Just remember, I had to pay for transportation there and back. That was $1,100.
Oh, the car.
No, he's talking about just go and just splurge. Not the trip there.
Was it worth it?
Oh, hell the fuck yeah. I got to see the better parts of America.
I spent about $1,000 just in Vegas, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
I didn't spend that much in Vegas.
I did.
I spent $700.
Spent a little bit on some little things, but nothing else.
I only spent $700.
And I still don't know what I bought.
You bought an experience.
This is becoming a recurring thing.
Quick question: what did you like in Vegas the best?
I can't even just Vegas.
Old Vegas or New Vegas?
Oh, by the way, it was called Fremont.
Fremont, yeah. Fremont. Did you go to Fremont? That's the older Vegas.
Old Vegas trumps New Vegas.
Yeah.
And of course, when you go there, you got to eat at my boy Soul Food Young's place. They are home of the Bruce Leroy. Yeah. Shit is delicious.
Hold on. You don't remember nothing?
Again, Starrfire, this starting to sound like bad life choices.
We're moving on.
Okay.
Moving right on.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Anyway, back to the movie. So the dialogue wasn't strong enough, but the content was. So some people will like it, but after seeing the Sunshine Unlimited, like the way they did dialogue in that movie and they did in this movie, and they were talking about God and religion in that one versus this one's talking about police brutality, which
I mean, both topics are needed in today's society, in my opinion.
I feel like the discussion of God is dead.
No, there's plenty of people. I mean,
you're
not going to watch
popping than ever.
Yeah, you're not going to watch Overcomer with everyone else, but I still threw them some money. You probably didn't even know what Overcomer is. It's a
I feel like as a popular media, well, we'll put it like this. What do you think that movie, what Mel Gibson made? What was the name of that movie? Passion of the Christ. If it came out today, do you think it'll still make $1 billion?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is you underestimate the power of Catholics.
I
I don't underestimate the power of religion, period. There are a lot of people still going to church.
Baptists and Methodists and all of them and
Baptist,
Adventists, they not as popping as they used to be.
I think people are so Christian when it's convenient.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They not as popular as they supposed to be.
Some people are real strong with. Like one of my clients, she's
she black?
Redacting.
Yeah, she's black.
How old is she?
She's
at
mid-30s.
As you start to get a little older, you're gonna start realizing a lot of black women are gonna be super God in their mid-40s. men usually in their 50s and 60s.
I agree.
Mid-30s, like little life of a hole in the Shelton. Go to God and pray for it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm all
and then judge everybody for it.
What's the word I'm looking
I'm all for
She's a minister. That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm all for religion and being super religious and having faith, but I do think that. You know, I was talking to my grandmother the other day.
You're sound devout.
She was like, yeah, you know, just pray about it. God get you through it. And I was like, you know, y'all black people love y'all God. You know?
Yeah.
And that's just my take on it. It's like I don't mind loving God, but you gotta
He's an awesome
faith
God,
without works is dead though. Praying only gonna get you
I don't
so
think
far.
faith has never been about works because a lot of people.
That's the problem with most people is that in the old days it used to be faith was about works. You said, God, please make me a millionaire, and then you worked your motherfucking ass off. Nowadays, people just like, God, make me a millionaire
on the lottery ticket.
Exactly.
Like, nah, nigga, you gonna have to put some work in it.
You gotta put some work.
Because I know a lot of people like one dude. I know he's very like I don't know. He's a very speculative of God, and he was like, well, why would I have to believe in God when He only promised you like I don't know. I can't remember.
Streets of gold.
Yeah,
I want platinum.
He said, yeah, it's only for you in the next life. I'm like, nigga, it says this life in the next. Like, nigga, you can be rich and be here, or you can pray to the devil and get it. Nigga, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do, nigga. You gotta believe in something. All right. Church.
Hey, what did Erykah Badu say? Intellects do not believe in God, but the fear is just the same. What song was that? On and on. Intellects do not believe in God, but fear is just the same. Yeah.
Everybody don't fear God till it's time to die.
Yeah.
When it's time to die,
you'll see a lot of people when shit go down.
Are you really fearing God or are you just fearing devil?
No, you're fearing a bit of both.
A little bit of both.
You're fearing, hey, shit, what if there, because that's the great debate is,
what's that?
Should you be a Christian because of the potential for there to be God?
Whatever faith you want to believe, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to believe in something or do you want to not?
Do you really believe in hell?
Well, no. The thing about it is, one guy gave me a really good story. He was like, the reason that I believe in heaven right now is because I read the story called 300 Years in Heaven. And basically, it was essentially a place for purgatory for all the people who didn't believe in God, where they got to hang out and talk and do all these other things. But then over time, they just began to realize, like, there's literally nothing to do here. And then over time, they eventually realized that they're actually in hell. And he was like, that story for me was just so scary. And it's like, well, my nigga, you got to think, if God is real and we're saying that He is the person that He says He is in the Bible, we're just going with that. Because, I mean, it gets really different if you're doing multi-God faiths. And heaven is actually real as is described in Revelation. That is not going to be a fun fucking eternity. I mean, He did say it would have an end, but the end is eternity until the end of time. The end of time is a concept we can't even fathom.
I just don't believe that I'm gonna die and God is gonna put me in some place just forever. I just don't think. I think things evolve.
Well, no, it's not forever. It's just till the end of time. Just until the end of time.
But
the time has a definite end.
I just.
Well, that's
see it that way.
a larger discussion. I can't.
To me, the only thing that makes more sense is probably reincarnation. I'm more like inclined to go with like the Hindu view on like the way you live this life determines your status when you come back, determines like your level of consciousness when you come back again. Like I feel like that energy will be repurposed.
See, that makes sense in an energy perspective. But the problem I have with that is when you see how people actually, practice Hinduism, it's like for a religion that's all about reincarnation, y'all sure ain't acting like it. The same way that you could say for many Christians, for a religion that's about forgiveness and caring about your fellow man, y'all sure don't act like it.
What religious group does act like it? You have your good seeds and your bad seeds.
Oh, Muslims.
And life is great.
Muslims.
Which ones?
Get the what?
All of them.
What?
Now,
what?
I'm sorry, all of them except for the ones that drink alcohol and eat pork.
What?
Yeah, a lot of them, they believe, the thing about it is, in their text, it says you could go to war with niggas. It says you could kill niggas. It says you could take
technically it says that in yours too.
Yeah.
Nah, that's Old Testament. I can't do Old Testament.
Old Testament is still in place
Yeah.
No, Old Testament rules are still in place. That's the difference is.
But
you can't be King
the way
Solomon
they describe
no
it
more.
is the Old Testament is still there, but the New Testament knew y'all niggas couldn't do it, so this is point of the New Testament.
Exactly. But that's the thing about it is you got to follow it. Like, that's the hardest part of Christianity is the forgiveness aspect. Because you can do most of the other stuff because you will be forgiven. But it's just forgiving other people that becomes a problem because that means you even got to forgive that fuck nigga Trump.
I think
and a lot of niggas ain't got that in their heart.
The modern problem with, like, I saw a lot of people rebelling against Christianity is it tells you that, well, especially women, men, it's hard for them to accept faith, period.
Well, for men, it's hard for them to accept anything that's a higher power than them.
Why do you think that men, it's harder to accept faith? I've never heard that before.
You never heard that before?
Why do you think
that? Because it's hard for us to accept that there's somebody bigger than me.
Bigger, badder than you. Like,
exactly. Every man is a king in his own castle.
Correct.
Regardless of if that castle is fucking trashy.
But what does that have to do with faith?
Because
faith is just believing
that's
in
something that's bigger than you. I mean,
it's kind of like terror management theory. Like accepting the fact that there is something that is going to be a definite
that you bow down to or you pray to or like that's
men struggle with that. I never knew.
It's hard.
Men struggle with that a lot.
Yeah, that's why it's interesting that these dudes without fathers, like, they don't accept authority. It's an authority. Like me, I had a dad, so authority has always been an issue, but not to the extent like
your dad would yoke
like
your ass
fuck
up?
the police extent. Like a lot of niggas.
That's what Jay-Z tried to make an excuse about. We rang that nigga for it, and people didn't like that. And it's like,
but is there some truth to it?
I mean, no, there's some truth to it. But the problem is the fact that he tried to be like, when you grow up in the hood, and it's like you can't just say that blanket for the hood.
Yeah, it's not
because that's a problem in middle America. That's a problem in upper class America. Like,
yeah, but we don't give a fuck about them. We just care about black people.
I mean, yeah, but there's black people in both of the places that I mentioned.
Yeah, I'm in the middle America. Very few.
Yeah, there's black, but they're still there, nigga.
There's still people.
Well, what I'm saying, either way it goes, like I felt like there was a point in like the early 2000s where faith held you to a standard, and a lot of people were like, "Man, fuck that."
Well, it's not just that people were held to a standard. It's that it's hard for people to believe in something when they don't see everybody else acting. You see, for a lot of guys, you see these women out here acting like dots. And you're like,
it got a lot to do with their environment too, though.
No, but I'm saying like what you see.
Yeah.
You see these women in church.
Okay, and that's problematic for the woman who's in the building because why is it a problem for women to explore their sexuality? Like, why do guys expect a woman to stay at home and cook and clean? Like, we have lives too, especially now when a lot of my friends are bringing in more money and are bossier than a lot of these men out here. So you want me to what? Not live my life to appease you and make you happy?
No.
So if I go to the club, if I go to the club and I meet a guy,
if
I go to the club and I meet a guy, I'm a thought. But am I expecting you to build a house from scratch? Like, do I expect you to do everything that a man was supposed to do back in the day? Like, we have outgrown those traditional gender roles because men aren't the traditional providers like they used to be.
Some of us.
Some of them, but I'm not even going to say some. I'm going to say most.
That's not true.
That is true. In this country, most men are.
All right, so we care about black people, so we're going to level
We're going to go straight to black people. All right, this is the everyday black man, in case you didn't know, all right? All right. Number one, I'm not holding you to that standard. This is book called the Bible.
If you're a Christian, again,
if you're a Christian,
these things only like if you're.
But men don't live by the Bible either, though. So what I'm saying is,
yes they do.
Some of them, not all.
Yes they do.
Some women live by the Bible.
Starrfire, let's let them.
We're just gonna talk about this specific thing, all right? As far as women,
here we go.
I didn't make the rules, right? Your God made them, right? I didn't make it, all right. Men can carry themselves in a certain way. It's just because. It is what it is.
Nah,
right? I don't like it.
The Bible doesn't say that. The Bible says thou should not commit adultery. The Bible says the Bible says thou should not have sex before they're married.
Hello.
How many men are living like that though? So we're gonna stick to the
I didn't make these rules. All right. And number one, you can get pregnant. I didn't do that. Blame him. Right? You need to know who the father is.
Get pregnant has nothing to do with it. You
can have sex with a lot of people
and not get pregnant. Get out of here.
I mean, that's not the fun sex, and you know.
You
say that, but a lot of people get pregnant and they don't know who the dad is.
There's some truth in both of what you guys are saying. I think the bigger issue here is the fact that you're right. Not every guy is upholding their end of the bargain. But even for the guys that are, when we go out here and we look for women, there's a lot of women who are not upholding their end of the bargain. If you're like, hey, I need you to be a provider, and I provide, and I do all these things, and I still try to help do all this. What are you doing, and what are you doing to bring things to the table that makes the house a better place.
Nothing makes a woman more submissive than a man that takes care of business. So I get
Whoa,
tired of hearing, not all the time. You might have a
Black women have a problem with submissive than black men.
You might have a girl who might
girl or woman.
A woman who might just not like you like that. That happens too. So she might be using you and milking you for all it's worth. That's the good old woman game. But if you have a woman that really loves you and you're taking care of business, she's most likely to compromise and cave to what she knows you like. Generally, a woman is more likely to bend than a man, especially if you love them. Now, I'm not talking about a woman who don't love you. I'm not saying there's not going to be problems. She's not going to do everything you tell her to do. But I'm just saying she's more likely. If it matters to you,
is she black? Did she grow up with a father?
That's a whole different story.
I've been called very submissive in relationships that with guys.
You seem to have a traditional household going there. The way you talk about
but my mom and dad were never together.
But you talk about your grandparents a lot. I've heard you.
And my grandparents were never together.
How?
They were married and they got divorced because my grandfather was abusive to my grandmother, and so I'm from a.
Did that make him a bad person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that does.
Am I? As it did. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, 7 years into the marriage and he starts wilding.
Military? Damn.
But back then that was kind of it was
not
more
taboo.
normal than it is today.
Yeah.
So for that, I'll give him the slight benefit of the doubt on it.
Well,
no benefit of the doubt. You hitting somebody.
So that's like you don't have an excuse in 2019 because you can talk about your feelings, but back then you couldn't talk about your feelings.
Yeah, being a man.
The only thing that you could do was drink and hopefully not fuck up too much. But that was it.
Did you know your father? Was he around? You still had a father.
Because we've talked to different women who have not had fathers, like men who were there, or even father figures. And it seems to skew the way that they look at things. At the same time, what you're saying in that maybe she doesn't like you as much, that's great. Because we need more people to say that about both sides.
I think
if Home Skillet is over here out at the club every other weekend,
I don't think nobody has a problem with women exploring their sexuality. But
no, some people do. They're conservatives. But continue.
I think you have a problem with it when you go into like the whole societal issue as far as like abortion and all that kind of stuff. And
well, I don't think people have a problem with societal issues when it comes to abortion. I think the problem is that...
I think that historically, I don't mean to cut you off, but I think that historically there has always been this tendency to want to keep women caged and keep women, tell them how to think, tell them how to speak, tell them how to look, tell them how to act. And thank God that I grew up in this generation. And hopefully, if I do have a daughter, it'll be better for her by the time she gets my age.
Hello. You think it's bad now?
I can think for myself. I can speak for myself. Like Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls. I'm so happy that we're living in a society where you could see a girl telling her point of view. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you're indifferent, it's still her point of view. Because as a woman, we get the man point of view. Day, night, blue moon, Saturday evening.
True.
Jesus Christ.
because that's the important one.
It's not.
But it's not. You got to have both sides of the coin. And that's kind of the issue that
I think I like Megan Thee Stallion, but some of them girls are just...
No, I'm not saying City Girls are great. But what I'm saying is her point stands in that at least now we're getting the Tatiana opinion.
But why we can't get the good girl opinion either? Where's the good girls?
The good girl.
Why you got to be a thought to be famous?
The good girl don't want to be right.
I mean, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I mean, we still have like Tierra Whack and whatnot.
That's why
you ain't got them other girls that want to rap.
Well, that's women.
I would love for there to be a rapper that talks about 9 to 5 stuff. And if I can make it happen, I'm going to try to make it happen. But we all know that is a hard road because it's the same way. Why does trap music by males sell more than the common? Because you rather hear about people like to hear
regular music still sell better than those niggas.
No, but they like to they like to hear.
But just keep it within the genre.
They like to hear the kill shot, the ignorant stuff versus the, you know what I mean?
No, that's not always true though.
That's not always true.
Because we still got guys at the top that are not like that.
But that's what's pushed though.
Yeah,
J. Cole and Kendrick are the exception.
They're not the exception because we've had plenty of them.
Nah.
Well, I mean,
it's only like one or two.
Since Kanye came into the game.
It's only like one or two at a time.
No.
And Drake, and I'll throw Drake.
Drake, like Kanye was the first one to me to be like, he's not a thug. And
right.
He wasn't.
And then after that,
maybe Eminem.
He was doing the polos and the tight pants.
And after that, Drake followed. And
Eminem.
then you have
we missing somebody.
J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, and
Well, J. Cole didn't drop till after that.
Yeah, we missing somebody. I feel like we missing some people. Nelly wasn't a thug. We missing Nelly.
Big Sean? But he was a street dude. He was a street dude.
But he never portrayed himself like that.
But he made pop music, but he was a street dude.
He never portrayed himself like that. He was supposed to be a thug.
Are we talking about old, or are we talking about like newer?
In general? But the game is like I said, everything has changed. Like I know these feminists talk about down with the patriarchy, but shit has changed a lot, and they don't acknowledge that. You don't think shit has changed a lot?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And especially how men deal with women. I think that whole dynamic between a man and a woman, you're with a woman and you hold her to a different standard. Does that matter? Like.
A different standard? How? Because here's my thing on a different standard. Why does a standard always benefit the man?
Whoa!
Hold me to a standard that benefits me.
Whoa! The standard doesn't always benefit the man, as we talked about several podcasts ago.
The only way it doesn't benefit a man, and this is why I say men have a harder. Well, historically, because I'll talk about how things are changing on that front too. Is the money? Nobody is really going to look to take care of a man. No. A woman, I've been out in the club and had $10 in my pocket and left lit and didn't have to spend my $10. Or I went to the store and got something free. The guy was like, I'll pay for this.
But that's patriarchy.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that I think is harder for a man is because men are expected to take care of yourself.
But what about federal sentencing?
No. Yeah.
If we both commit the
accountability.
same crime, if we both commit the same crime, you getting 63% less time than me.
Probably so.
But again, that's a benefit of that.
Yeah.
Also, at the same time, if you say something that is absolute stupid to the bouncer, the chances of your face getting rocked are very slim compared to me coming up to him saying the same shit.
And I also think women don't have accountable. That causes another thing. It's a lot of things.
The goal that I'm going is the accountability in certain scenarios. Now, I'm not saying that women don't have it harder. I understand that the cost
harder. If you're pretty, you don't really have it.
You
just make better. You just got to make some bad choices.
I think that's true.
This is pretty.
I mean, you're a girl. You know me.
If you are of the same level of attractiveness to whatever sexual genders we're going into at this point in time. I know where you're trying to go with that. If you're at the same level, the woman is generally going to have a easier time. And even then, like, being attractive helps when it comes time to make money. Being a woman helps to get into certain careers. Not tech, but if you're trying to get into well, no, I'm saying not tech because
it's coming.
Well, no, not saying that it's not coming. What I'm saying is that
come on, not tech, but not most corporate. You're talking about being a bottle girl or some shit. Sure,
hell no. You being black and a woman, you got a whole step level up.
Come on now.
Yeah.
It's certain.
Hold on. Do you think black women got to level up over black men?
Professionally?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Exactly. But that's what I'm competing against.
Okay.
But am I still competing in the industry where it's mostly white people? Sure. Am I still other? Sure. So what do you mean, like, in terms of?
Because earlier you made a statement to me. I know women that are boss up. I'm like, yeah, but y'all got different struggles. Most black men that I know are super successful. Most of them don't work for nobody. They work for them goddamn selves.
Correct. Whereas I know a lot of successful women who work for somebody else.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I mean, that's life.
I think the dynamic is changing because black women are the fastest growing entrepreneurs.
Not even just black women. I think I know a lot of black men who work in corporate America and doing quite well.
He works in corporate America.
Yeah. So what do you mean?
I'm saying, like, but
not all of them work for themselves. Some of them are.
A lot of niggas I know who make good money work for themselves.
But that's anybody in this country. America wants entrepreneurship.
Black men.
We're talking about black people.
We don't care about other people.
Yeah.
We just care about black people.
Yeah,
always generalize the conversation around black men.
Black men, black women, that kind of thing.
Yeah, black women, black women. And I feel like we're at a constant war with each other too. And
I don't think so. I love black men and they love me.
Well, see, but this is
you're different.
This is a level of positivity when we come to this aspect of what you're talking about that we don't see a lot of, because a lot of times when we see things, or when we share stories or stuff like that, or get things ready for the podcast to go, we seeing
fuck that nigga, niggas ain't shit. My baby daddy suck. Fuck that nigga, real nigga no. Real nigga wanna do this.
Yeah, this motherfucker got 5 baby daddies.
And I never see men diss women like that.
Yeah, right.
Some niggas do.
Yeah,
I've seen it, but generally speaking, I've never seen many dudes diss their baby mama like black women diss their baby father.
Hard,
hard, absolute hard.
Although that's a bitch ass nigga shit.
Isn't those are skewed statistics? Because those
aren't real statistics. We just talking about your experience.
The woman is more likely to be in the child's life and do what she's supposed to do.
True.
So that's why you have a tendency of less men being able to say something about the baby mama, because most baby mamas are doing what they got to do.
I think men are taught not to say anything, even if they are doing that.
I mean, maybe. That looks.
Because men don't complain.
We know a guy very much like this right now.
Men don't complain enough. They don't.
That's true. Men tend not to complain as much as women. I will say that.
We definitely deal with a lot more shit.
I just think that black men and white women are going through the same issue as far as the father not being there. But white men are very silent on that shit versus black women.
What do you mean white women are very silent?
They don't speak about it like that. They don't be like, fuck my baby daddy, blah, 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 blah. He ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying it's not likely.
They say it to their friends. They don't like put it out there.
They don't put it out there for the public.
Because it's not that happening that much.
You don't believe that?
Do you watch
single mothers on both sides. That's not just a black thing.
That's not true. That's the reason why that stereotype exists. And I'm not even trying to say that to be funny because I love black men to death. But that stereotype is true. That a black father tends not to be there. It is changing. It is changing with our generation, I think, because
that's
so many men
pull the statistic.
So many men I think grew up in broken homes or grew up without their fathers, and I think that the men around our age, my age, are taking care of their kids. I see a lot of more guys like being great fathers, and that makes me so happy. But when I was growing up, my dad took care of me. My sister's dad did not, and my brother's dad did not. My mom was a single mom when he came in that front. My aunties, same thing. If it was in jail or just unemployment, it was something. I think in the 90s that was true, and you can say what you want. I think that was true. Most of the women around me, their fathers did not take care of their kids. Most of the people I went to school with, their fathers were not around. Black people. That's
what I'm talking about. But you said most. That means like most over 50%.
It was a lot. I'm not joking.
So there's a lot of different stuff on this. First of all, the thing that I find the most interesting is for 2016, there were 55% of white households were single father, as compared to about 31% of white female households. But for black households, it's pretty much what you're saying. Single fathers make up like 11%. Single mothers make up everything else, which is only like 33%. So the rest of us are doing okay.
Technically, you're classified as a single mother just because you aren't married.
But the thing is, I think it's changing though. I think it's changing.
Single fatherhood is on the rise.
That's not crazy. That's a state thing though. We already I think the state.
No, but single fatherhood being as in you are a single father.
I think
not the other way around where it's like
I don't. See, we say single motherhood just because they aren't married to somebody else, but I know people who aren't married, but they still take care of the kid. So that statistic has to, we got to look at that.
It might be skewed, but what I'm saying is when I was growing up, that's what I saw. A couple of people had their fathers around. I was one of those people who my dad was in my life. But for the most part, it was, okay, your dad might drop off some clothes for the 4th of July. You might not see him to the next 4th of July.
My experience was different.
Normal, though.
My experience was different. Everybody on my street was married, except for one lady had a daughter. And the other lady, she had her granddaughters because the mom went to jail. But everybody else, they were in a married house and they had kids.
Gotcha.
It's one in the blue house, right?
One across.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the top of the hill.
But you gotta understand, you grew up in a better economic situation than most, because I think those statistics come into play when you're dealing.
That's what I'm saying. Like your neighborhood
of poverty.
James, they were married.
Oh yeah, they were
married. Yeah. I guess it just depends.
But that's two different situations though, because
his mom was single, right? Or she married and got divorced.
Who's?
Day.
I don't know. I don't really know about him too much.
Okay.
But as far as James, married, very religious.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I guess it depends on your situation.
Yeah, but moves on. They still married. They still together. They still doing things together now. They're very successful household.
I don't know. I guess it depends on where you grew up.
70 million fathers across the nation, but only 24 million are part of married/couple lives.
And that's another thing. A lot of people aren't getting married, and they will put those women in the same statistics as the niggas who not taking care of them versus the niggas who are taking care of them. So we'll have to know more, right?
Yeah,
we got to ask the right question.
Well, it would depend, because being a single mom doesn't mean that you're unmarried. Usually when they say single mom, it means that you're doing it alone.
No, single mom means you're unmarried.
Yeah, you're unmarried. Yeah,
I know, but the way I'm using it means like the other party is not involved.
But the statistics are going to define it as you just having a baby and not being married. Like, I know very few people who had a baby in marriage now.
My older brother right now, they got 4 kids, 4 kids?
They're still not married?
Yeah, they're still not married. They've been together 10,
and he's still
20,
taking care
15
of
years, and he's still taking care of kids.
So, I don't know.
They all live together, just not married.
Yeah, I'm seeing statistics, but I'm not seeing statistics on how many people are paying. That's really what I want to know. So I have to look this up.
All right, that'd be a subject for another day.
Okay. I mean, hey, we can bring it back up. Because, I mean, I think
I got something we could talk about.
Go ahead.
There's a rise. There's a rise, and it's not just me. I've had a few of my friends mention this as well. Yes. All of my ladies listening. Do y'all feel that there is a number of men looking to leech off of you?
No, that's been
2019,
going on. But it's
getting worse.
No, the South. I know a lot of niggas who do that.
It happened. I saw it when I graduated college. They was like, "Oh, you live alone? Oh, you got your own car?" And I would get some of the hints, but it's worse now. It is really worse, as like guys are now looking for women to be their meal ticket the same way a woman would look at a man to be.
See, that's harder because that goes into more so group dynamics within the African American. I mean, so we got to throw out struggle rappers and shit like that.
Yeah, I know. Like, nigga with a drink, we got a drink.
Nah, that counts.
That
counts.
I also think
how am I gonna throw out the struggle rapper?
Because you made it.
I can't throw.
But listen though, I feel like a lot of guys out here too are also looking for somebody that's close to being on their level too. They just don't want somebody they can just take care of. I think that's a lot to do with it too.
But that's more of a
that's a different conversation though. That guy has his stuff together.
That's a you conversation.
I'm talking about the guy who's looking.
Not just me.
I'm talking about her conversation.
Yeah, I'm talking about the guy that's looking for.
I don't know a guy
for you to
like
take
that.
care of them.
Yeah,
like it's happening.
I can only think of one guy who might even possibly be like that, and he's currently with somebody. Maybe she is taking.
And some women don't mind. Some women don't mind.
But that's.
I guess
I feel like this.
It depends on his value.
Older women that's like that.
It depends on his value. Is he working and he just not making enough? Or is he not working and he just sitting?
Or he just sitting there playing PlayStation.
He playing PlayStation. He on that Modern Warfare all day.
Does that matter?
Yeah, of course it matters.
Yeah, that matters a lot.
Because I know niggas with felonies, like, nigga, that's as good as they gonna do.
I mean,
I mean, like, sorry.
You know the DOT be out here paying people even if you got a felony. Because they want niggas to do them expensive ass jobs.
Hey,
look, man, just sit behind this right here and try not to get hurt.
Y'all just don't see it because y'all are men and y'all deal with women because y'all are straight.
But you don't see nothing but gold diggers. Them things are sky high too.
I'm telling you, but it's always been like that for men. A woman looks for security. That's just how it's wired. But I find it very interesting that now men are looking for the same thing from women.
Nigga, because that niggas out here poor. They ain't making it. You just told me these black women bosses,
especially as a black man.
Yeah, you're terrible.
Especially as a black man, it's hard.
But nah, you gotta hit us up at everydayblackmen@gmail.com.
No,
let us know.
If black women are becoming the breadwinners, you say they are, then the reverse sometimes, maybe.
Well, no, it will reverse. If women become the breadwinners, then
men still make.
Do you have a problem with
black men still make more money than black women?
With the female making more money than you? Do you have
I've
a problem
already
with
said
that?
I have a problem with that. That's why I always strive to make more money.
But what if it just happened? Like, what if she just?
No. See, if it's
fuck that shit. It's a power dynamic.
If it happens,
he like that ain't going down with me.
If that happens, that's one thing.
You better dump her.
That's what I'm saying.
So also depends on where we are in the relationship. If it's with kids, then it's like,
whatever.
Okay, hey, because now I get more one-on-one time. Because you know me, I really want children. I want to grow the right kind of child. Because we have so many black fathers out here who just kind of like involved or kind of involved or not really involved, and that's I think why we have so many kids out here doing this stupid shit. Because if you ain't got no positive male authority figure, as you said earlier, because that's essentially what a father role should be, you have the kind of situation that we run into in the black community. But if it's just like we're dating and whatever, and I find out she makes more than me,
dump her rich ass.
Then no, I'm not gonna dump her rich ass. But that motivates me to be like, by the time we get married, I'll earn your ass.
So let me ask you this: is it a difference between?
So you have a problem with it?
No.
Do you have a problem with it?
I have a problem with it.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
That's a good question.
Reed, think about it.
I don't have a problem with it because this is how I am. Let's just say you get into a relationship with somebody, y'all been together for a couple of years, right? And you making, let's say, $100,000 a year.
Let me tell you, bro, you should always have a problem with it. Fuck that shit.
Wait, hear me out. Just hear me out.
Let
me finish. Let's say you making $100,000 a year, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a nice amount of money.
It is.
And let's just say she's not making that right now.
Correct.
She starts a business, and that business booms to the point now she's making twice as much as you. Is that what's that?
See, especially if we've been helping out and we've been doing things, and I've been supporting her through that, then that's fine because that still motivates me. That's what I mean
by that. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't want it to be like something where it's just like I'm dating a doctor at this point. Now I'm just like, I guess I'm just gonna be obscure and not make as much money.
Now the other thing is this. Now, what if you actually meet up with somebody? You don't really know like as far as like their work stuff yet because you just met them. Mm-hmm. But then you find out that they really feeling you, but they make a lot of goddamn money. Like
I'm not so much. So I'm really only in it when it's like a committed relationship. Like when it's dating, it's It's
no, she
motivation.
wants
So
you.
You can't date a girl. Y'all hit it off. The chemistry's
No, I
popping,
can't. I
everything.
can't. Long-term
And if you
Because
find out
we
she
don't-
makes more money than you, it's over with.
Hello, wait.
No, it's not over with. That motivates me. Like by the end of this, I'm going to out earn.
First date,
But
okay.
but let's just say
But there comes a
you don't.
situation.
No, there's not going to be a don't. I don't believe in the word.
But what if
don't.
she's the same way though? What if she's like, no, I'm gonna make more money?
Then we about to have one of the most awesome out earning each other relationships.
But what if she
of all
always
time.
is out earning you?
Then nigga,
Then she gotta go
I'm gonna take this
because there comes a point.
Because women are working hard, man. I'm gonna give you. I'm
I'm
gonna give
not
it to
saying
them.
she's not working
But they're
hard.
also giving to it. But anyway, there comes a point. Wait.
What was that?
You fit a double minority.
Huh?
You fit a double minority. I don't know why women are minorities and it's more than us, but it's a minority.
Nigga, in tech, they are
Because
super
we're treated
minorities.
horribly, and we have a long ground to make up. That's why we're.
That's fine. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. What I'm saying is there's gonna become a point in your house where she says something, and whoever made the most money, they always win that conversation.
That will
Not
happen.
if you paying majority of the bills.
It don't
doesn't matter.
fucking matter.
Whoever swings the
Ain't
biggest-
nobody making no $200,000 living in your struggle house, nigga.
I ain't going to struggling house. If I'm making
She made
100,000.
two.
No, sir. The difference in what you can buy if you make 200,000 and the
gonna be
difference
like,
between what you can buy if you make 100,000 is the difference between living in this house right here and living over at Tyler Perry Studios, my nigga.
Listen,
Nigga, she's not going.
Especially if she's like most women and she's been saving her money, she probably got $300,000 or $400,000 in the bank. And when you have that kind of amount of money that you can put down as a down payment, you can live really rich, my nigga.
she might be a real submissive female.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
There's
I know
That's a
very
power
few I know very few type A women who are gonna make all this money and be a very submissive female because you generally speaking as a woman, I'll throw
She
this in
just
your
said
court.
it. If it's the right man, I'm gonna submit to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
but
right
at the
man
same
got that.
time, very few women get through all the
Unless she's
hurdles.
older.
Very
That's
few.
different.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sugar mama situation different.
Already Armstead, calm down.
Sugar mama
Very few
different.
women make it through the hurdles that they have to go through in any work environment without coming away with some level of drive. Whenever you look at any woman who's been very successful in a craft, they generally will tell you, I got X amount of no's. People were trying to talk to me thinking I wasn't serious. They were trying to flirt with me. Like, she has a very different thing. As a man, you're probably not going to be taken serious when you first start off with your $1 million idea, Armstead. But at some point, people are going to have to acknowledge you. And that level of acknowledgement for black men is a lot earlier than for black women. Because even though we have all
Correct.
these black women out here doing these
That's what I see.
entrepreneurships and
You're
doing
still
all
a
this
woman,
stuff,
yeah.
they're like, you still a woman. Like,
Yeah.
at some point, you,
I don't think
you
black
won't want
men
kids,
look
right?
at. I think black men would not look at them like that. I think
I don't know about
some
that.
black
I
men,
don't know
generally
about that.
speaking, black
Like corporate
men.
America.
Well, so
Men- 'cause
that's
men-
the problem.
a lot of
Corporate
black
American
men-
niggas.
that's
Corporate
different.
American niggas fuck it up.
Yeah.
But black
All
men,
of
a
us.
lot of black men grow up in a matriarchy, so they don't look at it like that.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
the corporate. Once people get to corporate, you see them niggas change.
I mean,
And you've seen them
gotta do
niggas
what you gotta
change.
do.
Exactly. You seen them niggas change.
Gotta do what you gotta
Once
do.
the niggas start going to those company brunches and going to them champagne successful cases and
Well, we talking about a nigga who got him a little mechanic job
there's
making
a-
$70,000.
But if it's a nigga who's
not
got a
gonna be like
mechanic
that.
job, he's not gonna be like that, and she gonna value him because well,
Women like
don't-
men who work hard too.
Exactly.
'Cause as long as he work hard, that matters.
Even if he's not making the most amount of money, even if he's only clearing $35,000.
Nah.
No.
How much she make?
I'm saying even if he's only clearing
Let's say
$35,000, but he owns his
That
own
ain't- that ain't a
business
lot of money.
and he does no.
He make 30 and she ain't 50.
Ask
That's not a lot of money.
Starrfire. If a man,
Honey, but I'm just saying, like you said,
But would you
said
still-
That's not
would you
enough
still
of a
respect
difference
that
for
man?
one to be like,
no.
Would you still
What
respect
would
that
have to
man?
be the difference to make
Yeah,
it?
I mean, I think if a man is hardworking
That matters.
and hold his own, a woman is going to be attracted to that. Period.
correct. Because you could be a garbage man. As long as you got your own place, house, that's fine.
got your own garbage company, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Contract out to these companies.
That-
Contract out to
And,
these.
and,
That right
and
there,
she
she
might,
wants-
and she might get with you and try to elevate you.
Yeah,
Or,
she
you
wants
know,
to dream in that
you know what I mean?
nigga. That nigga better have a dream.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Because
we're
you
past
can't be the
the
garbage
rappers.
man forever.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing.
A lot of women are ambitious. A lot. You're right about that. A lot of women who do, climb to that level, or they are ambitious to the point where they want somebody who's gonna match their level, or
And that's
or
where
make
problems
something
start.
That earlier situation you mentioned, that puts a lot of women are in that situation where that nigga that they thought was trying to do something, but he sold them a dream that he was trying to do something, and it just didn't work out.
It didn't. It didn't work out at all, and that's kind of the issue.
Nigga, but she gonna be like, "What's your next plan?"
Well, a good woman is going to ask you what your next plan is and coach you. Because I mean, when you look at it, I hate
Failure
to
is
bring
hard
up,
for me.
I hate to bring up white history, but when you look at Chevrolet, that nigga got fired by Ford, and his wife told him those magic words. Bet Mr. Ford would like you sitting here on this couch. And that nigga got it together and made a fucking car company.
I mean, but as a woman, that's your job, though. You could break a man down.
See, I talk about that.
That goes back to those standards you were holding for a man, but he can't hold them for you.
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
If I want to,
well, you're different.
Okay, listen. Here's the thing that guys do all the time. A different situation is not about money, but here's the thing where guys be like, okay, I met my wife looking this way. She's gained 30, 40 pounds. I'm not attracted to her anymore. They don't want to tell her. Wife. I would have no problem with my man being like, look, you gained I dated an African in Houston. He was like, hey, you know?
Oh, not an African in Houston.
But I respected that he was honest with me about it.
Okay.
And it's like, you know what I mean? And as a woman, I would want my man to appreciate my honesty. Like, okay, so I've come home again and you're on the couch. Eventually, that's going to make me less attracted to you. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Don't no woman want no lazy man that just sits around and does nothing. That's not what
that goes back to the gender roles. That this is the feeding into his argument. Is he wants to say, look, gender roles are not dead.
I didn't say gender roles was dead. I said that gender roles are evolving. I didn't say they were dead. They're evolving.
Okay.
I don't think they're evolving.
For me, I think
they worked for thousands of years,
people.
or according to my Bible, 2,000 years. 2,000 years.
That Devil King James version.
And if they work, why mess with it? Although I think certain liberties, as a person who has a daughter, I'm okay with things changing.
I mean, some things always change.
Yeah.
The same way that,
I think women are
rock and roll music, and now it's just.
I think women are on much better ground than they've ever been now.
In this country.
In this country, yes.
But
I'm only worried about people in this country.
But I'm just saying in this country. Worldwide,
I ain't trying to police the world.
It's still a bit problematic.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with white America.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight for your own rights, like everybody else.
Because the people in them other countries, they not changing. They still execute.
Just like these niggas go out here and argue about these fucking cops shooting them. You gotta do it, and you gotta fit your own goddamn country. I'm not here to save the world.
But yeah, I don't think gender roles are dead. No.
Okay.
All right.
And then it has nothing to do with gender. Because
and what roles are we talking? Because you said some old school shit.
If you go to work all day, and you come home. And every time you come home, I'm sitting there watching Real Housewives.
Did he go to work too?
No, I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there just watching TV. You come home, I ain't clean, I ain't cook, I ain't got no job yet. That's not a gender thing. That is just a
person thing.
I'm going to tell you a little secret. A man will accept that before a woman will accept that.
Hell yeah. He should.
Especially when I get home.
He should.
Especially.
You come home and she just.
Yeah, she laying there. And honestly, if he get his dick sucked that day tonight, he probably don't give a fuck. Because niggas
if you throw your ball, what you gonna do?
I mean, you get the fuck. I mean.
Well, hey, I'm not.
I hate that niggas are that simple.
Well, no, it's not that you should hate that men are that simple. It's just you got to understand the nature of the man. That's something that your boy Judah talks about.
But his needs are getting met. In that situation, his needs are getting met. As long as she gave him head every night and took care of him sexually, he was fine. A lot of guys.
Some people like that.
But a lot of guys.
Most. We're gonna go with most guys gonna accept that.
And that's fine. I'm not a man.
But we got Meals on Wheels.
Nah, it can't be that nasty. You better clean on Saturday or something like that.
Nah, nigga, some of these ladies don't know how to clean. I mean, the traditional ones do.
Well, you shouldn't have married her. You should know better.
I mean, yeah, if you do. Well, no, man, I'm taking care of.
I don't care if a woman can't clean.
You just said it.
No, I care if she can clean. I don't care if she can cook. I like cooking. So I don't really care about that.
Yeah,
like,
he said.
I want to make up for your weaknesses. Like I don't like that. I know
that's the problem. That's the thing that we keep getting away from. Is like you're supposed to make up for your partner's weaknesses.
Because I don't care about cleaning. Like I only clean the bathroom.
Only certain weaknesses, though, right?
And for the woman,
because according to that, because like
we talking about within gender roles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you say.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like he said, he wants to be able to make up for your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Or do you feel like it should go the other way too? Like she should make up for your weaknesses?
Yeah, that's what she's here for. Yeah, she's your other part. Not your half because she's a woman.
She is your half because that's what you signed up for. That's what you signed up for. This is why we don't. This is why I got uncaged niggas sometimes. Uncaged. They go for everyday black men and niggas real quick. Real quick.
What?
But while we're on the subject, you're
not her half either. She's a part of you. You're a part.
My rib.
You're part of the same.
I don't believe that shit either.
You're part of the same whole, but I think you got to be half.
I think you're parts that fit together. There's been a lot of holes I haven't been in, and a lot. Of, you've been in a lot of holes. You've been in a lot of holes. I'm saying parts fit and it works.
You're terrible.
Parts fit. And
But while we're on this topic, I want to take this to Jesus is King. So it's a very divisive album. Very divisive.
I keep hearing it's great. I haven't heard it yet.
I got it. It's dope.
It's
It is Christian rap for niggas who listen to rap.
And I don't even like likes.
No, I'm saying it's Christian rap for niggas who listen to rap.
It's okay.
I hate that
Kanye makes good music, man.
Yeah, no, the arrangement is excellent. It's just the substance we're talking about here. It's the substance we're talking about here.
Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. Chick-fil-A. That one is one that just, I don't know why people were so whatever about that, but
like, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is the
Antichrist.
I don't know what the
God's chicken. Which side do you want to take?
It's like one of the Christian. It's the Christian.
It's the Christian rallying cry.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And the thing about it is, it's like they're really not that Christian. But you know what? Y'all say
about as Christian as you gonna get for a corporation.
Not really.
Who?
Oh,
fast food.
The corporation that people don't want to admit that's really Christian like. I think you remember them, Church Chicken. They used to do all the Sunday events. They used to do all the school stuff. They used to give out.
We started question if that was chicken.
You're not right, but I'm saying as far as like Christian, I saw back in the day, Church's Chicken was the shit.
Man, they said
and niggas. I'm not talking about taste. I'm talking about in the things
not
they
where
did.
I grew up. That wasn't the Church's Chicken didn't play that role where I grew up.
They didn't date? Oh, okay. No. I'm sorry.
I think it did like in the 1950s, 60s.
I didn't play that role when I grew up.
Church
because they said you just go to churches back in the day, you get 50 pieces of chicken for $10.
I mean, yeah, in the back of the day,
You know what though? What corporation was that had an issue with Christians or something like that? What was the?
I don't know any corporation.
Like they didn't celebrate
Christians. I know that people always try to put that.
What was the issue with Starbucks? Yeah, what was it with Starbucks?
Because basically Starbucks just made like a non-Christmassy thing for people, and everybody's like, "Oh, you don't like Christmas?"
Bitch, it's Christmas. Won't want to hear you something about that?
No. The thing about it is Christmas. You got Kwanzaa. You got
nobody celebrates
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa.
Nobody
celebrates Kwanzaa.
3 million people celebrate Kwanzaa every year.
Nobody celebrates
That's 1% of the nation. That's more than libertarians. Goddamn. That's more than libertarians. Goddamn.
Nobody gives a fuck about no goddamn Kwanzaa. Nobody gives a fuck about Hanukkah. Well, Hanukkah.
No, Hanukkah's very.
But Hanukkah's, they kind of.
Hanukkah's only celebrated by a few million more.
Then fuck them too. When you talk about Christmas, we need our Christmas cups back at Starbucks.
They gave you niggas.
Hey, what did they do? Like, what's your name?
Niggas just got mad that they gave other niggas cups. That's the problem is niggas be paying attention to shit. It's like,
nigga, this is America. We ruling the majority.
And on top of that, nigga,
you Christmas
ain't even Christian.
Nigga, we're not talking about what it
Christmas
actually
ain't
is.
even Christmas ain't even chill.
We're not talking about what it actually is. We talking about what it
but that's the thing that God
nobody ever said it was.
That's the thing that God called you to do is to call out this pagan bullshit. And sometime in the 1950s when Coca-Cola got ahead,
nigga, don't you sometimes celebrate your birthday on Saturday even though it was on Tuesday?
Nigga, you on some fuck shit.
Don't you? All right, then.
No, nigga, I don't.
I see you celebrate your birthday on Saturday and it wasn't on Saturday.
Nah, nigga, I celebrate somebody
else's
birthday.
Your birthday is never on Saturday.
Always
once a day of the year.
I always have my parties on Saturday because that's somebody else's birthday.
And that's a celebration of your birthday, right? Let them niggas have it, bro.
Nigga, Jesus didn't come back and tell you to celebrate this pagan shit on his day.
They not celebrating pagan shit. I don't even remember last time these fucking liberals even let people say Christmas. They say Xmas. Ever since I was a child, they trying to get
some people
happy
say
holidays. Xmas. Oh, I say Christmas just to fuck with them. I told you. We fight back.
Nah, nigga, you're not fighting for anything. This is the petty bullshit that people are talking
pagans.
When people are talking about Christians,
we celebrate our Christ side.
When people talk about Christians, Christmas is always the easiest thing for them to attack because it's a fucking pagan holiday. You can't change it from being a pagan holiday.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You can't change the symbol of something, nigga.
Yes,
666 ain't never gonna be 777, my nigga.
You can, bro.
You can't change that shit. That is how it works. That's exactly how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
No.
You can change it.
You
number
can't
one,
change
all these holidays are fuck shit anyway.
Nigga,
because originally it was Holy Day. But, they can't say that. Anything that's holiday is usually supposed to be Holy Day. But they don't say that. They don't say that.
Well, we changed the holiday because that shit is easy to roll at the tongue.
But originally, that's what they were trying to do with their Christian holy days, holidays.
I mean, look, you don't care if everybody else celebrates. It's supposed to be about you and Christ, nigga. You're not supposed to be of this world. If everybody else celebrating Christmas and you know with your goddamn mind that God has given you,
nigga, I just want gifts.
I just want gifts.
That's the problem, nigga.
cake and ice cream.
PlayStations, Xbox, Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
I'm
nigga,
not
all the
taking that from my daughter.
you want all the pagan gifts.
You taking that for your kids?
I'm not.
All right,
not.
fuck y'all.
I'm taking all that shit for my kids.
Your
We celebrate Christmas in
Your kids go
July.
ahead.
I understand that they're pagan holidays, but as a kid, some of the most best times in
It's
your
Christmas.
Christmas and Halloween
And
and
Thanksgiving.
stuff like that, dressing up.
Oh,
as Halloween.
Thanksgiving.
Yep,
You
yep.
would, of course, celebrate
And
the
Columbus Day,
holiday.
'cause I ain't have to go to work. I don't give a fuck about no National Indigenous People Day. Nigga,
That's Columbus Day.
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
I know you
ain't
don't.
trying-
I know you don't care.
Nigga,
You don't care about
Nigga,
everybody
I
else
already told you.
struggling.
I think a lot of us was already here, so I ain't even gonna go there. And so we celebrate National.
All of us were already here.
That should be more reason for you to celebrate a Hotep
Nigga,
Jesus.
they ain't talking about us. You know they ain't talking about them niggas with them feathers.
No,
That's what they talking about.
you the niggas with the feathers.
They ain't never acknowledging that though.
No. The
I
white
don't believe
man
all of
didn't.
us came from Africa. I think some of us niggas. is
Okay,
already
Hotep
here.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely. Some
Hotep
of us
Jesus.
are definitely already here.
some.
Okay,
'cause I
Hotep
don't look-
Jesus.
I don't look like them Africans.
Hey, look,
Not
Hotep.
because I'm light skinned. I don't mean that.
No, that's exactly why you part of them indigenous people days.
Red men.
Yeah, you one of them red men.
Chief smoking loud pipe.
That's a terrible,
Buffalo hide.
terrible. Absolutely
You
terrible.
can't tell me about my people.
I mean, nigga,
She smoking red pipe.
I know them people more than you know them people. I see them people.
I
every
might
year.
think that you might have a little Indian in you because your grandmother, she
Native
looked
American, goddammit.
Native American. My bad.
Y'all niggas is disrespectful as fuck.
I wasn't trying to be
I'm pretty sure all
disrespectful.
five of them are offended who listen to our podcast.
Probably more
They're
than
probably some white motherfucker virtue signaling listening to it like, you should be offended for them. Nigga, shut up.
No. We didn't say to be offended for people. I'm just saying.
I'm never
keep that shit-
offended for people. Just like we talk about.
I wasn't trying to be offensive.
I know your intention, nigga, but it's what happens, nigga.
Yeah, you right.
You virtue signaling.
I'm not virtue signaling, nigga. I'm just saying. There's certain
signal.
holidays. There's certain holidays I'm just never gonna
You
give
saw
you
that
for.
thing with Obama? He said this
So
whole.
you're not gonna celebrate Christmas when you have kids.
No, we're not celebrating Christmas. We're celebrating shit in July. That's when it's historically accurate.
You're not gonna give your kids Christmas gifts.
No.
Then I don't want to hear you
Oh,
celebrate
my
your birthday on fucking Saturday no more.
I didn't say that.
That
It's not historically
is,
accurate.
they're gonna go to school and all the other kids gonna be having their fly
Whoa.
shit for Christmas.
He
And
gon-
they're gonna be like,
You fuck
Dad,
me.
I ain't have nothing to say.
Like these niggas got new Jordans.
Everybody came with the new fits and the new
That's why you get it
phones.
for them before or after.
Get that shit for him in July.
Yeah, get it for them before or
Nigga,
after.
they gonna consider that school clothes.
That ain't school clothes.
They ain't school
School
clothes.
clothes come in August, right?
Exactly.
Nigga, you
They're gonna be the freshest
nigga,
kids in
July
July.
gonna sound a whole bunch like August when you were a kid, especially when you start stretching them. Your quote unquote 8 kids.
They don't see
July,
nobody.
August ain't gonna be
They
the
still-
Nigga, nah.
They still on summer break in July. You gotta get them the stuff while they can show it off to the other kids.
Hey man, they can show it off at summer camp like all the other good Christian children.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, nigga.
Look, man, look. There's
All my
certain
kids celebrating Christmas, hot chocolate, around
okay.
the fire.
Again,
We gonna be
I'm not
singing
telling you
reindeer
about-
songs.
I'm not-
Hot chocolate drinking on a roasted fire.
That ain't even how it goes.
That song done came on for the last 34 years.
And you don't know a damn song.
I still don't know.
Nigga don't know it. And on top of this,
Yes,
this nigga,
Mariah
this
Carey
nigga the
playing.
first one to talk about the Bible, but that part about celebrating pagan shit, this nigga just gonna skip right on by.
You ain't even supposed to celebrate your birthday if you want. You can get real specific about a lot of stuff you ain't supposed to celebrate. Nigga, you were born.
Nigga, how often do you think people
You were
celebrate
born
their
into. You were
birthday?
born to die. You ain't supposed to celebrate it.
Hey, nigga.
I'm
But
gonna
hey.
celebrate it all because you only live once.
I
That's
pray.
not
That's
the reason
that-
I
that's
celebrate
that-
it. You only live once, so live right. Okay.
Exactly. Only wants to live right, nigga.
Yeah, you
Again,
saw that thing?
I'm not telling you that you can't celebrate. I'm just saying what I'm doing for my household. I can't tell you what to do for your household.
Yeah, I don't really care what you do. I'm just gonna come over here and Christmas. He had a Christmas party last year, by the way. And Christmas sweater and everything.
Oh yeah!
First of all,
I was there.
First of all, I have a Christmas party because Christmas implies gifts. What I had was getting all the people together so that you could have festive food and feel warm and play Street Fighter. It was a day of fellowship.
A holiday celebration.
A day of
It
fellowship.
was a day of
Wait,
fellowship.
did you have a tree up?
Hell no, nigga. I ain't never had no goddamn tree.
Now, the tree actually has some interesting origins, but them shit looks cool. So hold on. No,
The
it
tree
really
has
does need some
the tree
fuck
has
shit.
some, the tree is some fuck
If you
shit.
look at the origins of a Christmas tree, YouTube it, of course, and it's very interesting. All right.
What is it?
I have to go
I
through
mean,
this
give me
whole
the short-
story.
Yeah,
Basically,
short version is Romans got gay, got drunk, and trees. Done.
Really?
Interesting.
Well, no, actually, the tree part is not anything.
No,
I'm going with the overall holiday.
Well, anyway, y'all saw this thing about Obama. You're talking about the woke generation.
Yeah. Fuck Obama. Straight up.
Yeah, he said they fake and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, they're gonna hang me for saying this.
Go ahead.
He was the most virtue signaling president ever. Like, you could just think back. If I had a son,
Change.
He'll look like Trayvon. Nigga, what did you actually do?
You had daughters, my nigga. And no goddamn cop that wasn't already on your payroll.
Did he send Eric Holder down there? Or
Oh no, he sent Eric Holder to Chicago, and then Eric Holder fucked all that shit
He got fired. I'm not an Obama guy though. I liked him the first time, and I voted for him.
Again, change. It was something that we all stood for, and then
What
we
changed?
saw what kind of change. Well, we got the Affordable Care Act, but of course we slept with all the insurance companies to get that, so that ended up
And
turning
then
out
they
like
bailed
shit.
out the fucking Wall Street. At this,
Oh yeah, when we bailed out Wall
GM.
Street, we didn't make them actually eat the bullshit that they did.
But if
they
you
were
fail-
gambling with they were gambling with them
like,
things.
nigga, I failed.
Hot
You
hands
get
is
$1
dice
million.
games.
But when you ask them for anything, how we gonna pay for it?
Oh, Wells Fargo said that you wanted some. Yeah, I'm throwing you out under the bus, Wells Fargo. Oh, you accidentally overdrafted your account? Well, fuck you. Pay us our
I
$55.
have a question. Do y'all like student loan forgiveness?
Oh, student loan forgiveness is great, but it's only going to benefit
White people.
white people.
Some black
The
people.
fuck
And-
out of here. Me.
You.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Anybody listening out there? Yeah, student loan forgiveness would
You
be
know why I don't like student
incredible.
loan forgiveness?
You know why that student
that's
loan
never
forgiveness is
gonna
some
happen,
fuck
though.
shit?
Oh,
That's
no.
not gonna
It's
No, it's gonna happen.
No, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen like 10 years from now when my shit's all fucking paid off.
10 years from now, I'll probably. I don't know. I got a lot of loans.
Nah, you,
I'm either gonna get rich. If I get rich, they'll be paid off. So
When
I ain't
you
gonna
get
say
rich,
they
I
won't
believe in you,
because I'm
black
gonna
woman.
speak it. I'm gonna
We
speak it
believe
to the
in you, black
universe.
woman.
yeah, I
When
believe in you when you get rich.
We
Come on.
speaking things
Yeah.
into
I'm
existence
asking
here.
the whole truck.
When I get rich,
Yep. Get
they
rich.
gonna be paid off. They need to do that like tomorrow. That would help me out.
Yep.
Then you
Are
can
you
go
voting?
start campaigning for
Are
Bernie
you voting?
Sanders.
Are you voting?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote.
Who? Bernie? Camilla? Whatever Democrat they put up there?
You better be with the Andrew Yang gang.
I'm gonna pick a color, and whoever wears that color shirt that day is who I vote for.
I like the way you vote.
Like,
I think the way that you vote is some fuck shit.
We got a vote coming up here on November 5th, right? In the
Yeah, and I'll be there day of.
now that I want to get more involved with the
The
local
local?
level. I
Yeah.
think it's more.
I think you
it's
should
more
be in
fair.
local government. We need more light skins in local government.
Of course, you and your friends all want to be up there.
I'm not light skinned.
You should
Okay.
be. You
He's
should
red.
be there.
No,
He's not ready.
You got the education to back it up. Yeah. And I'll be your puppeteer.
Nah, I'm good.
All right?
Puppeteer.
I'm good.
Except for when it comes to stuff like women's rights and all that kind of stuff, we need you to say whatever bullshit they want to hear.
That's not my lane.
Oh,
Ah.
so you're not a feminist?
I'm not a politician.
Are you a feminist?
That's
Definitely.
a smart. No, that's a good
Like
way to
what
go about it.
feminists? Like the modern Nazi feminazis? Like the crazy ones that what did we read recently? That
Out of everything that I've
Trump
said since
made
I've
me-
been here, you can't tell that I'm a feminist. That I'm very passionate about women
I
being
don't
treated
think
a
you're
certain
a
way.
feminist to what I see on TV.
This is completely off
Where they-
topic from
where-
Jesus
where they-
is King.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because that album is skippable.
There are.
Oh, Kanye did not like
You
that.
just said a while ago that it was awesome.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
I mean, no, the album, the problem with the album.
when
is
the last time I
substance.
recommended a Christian album, y'all?
I recommended one, NF The Search. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those feminists.
What does that have to do with?
I don't see
feminism?
you complaining about, oh, this guy lied to me about something.
Oh,
They had sex with me.
If you
So
lied
that's
to me,
rape.
if you lied to me and had sex with me, that's rape.
No, that's not rape.
She said that.
And that is
Nah.
a ridiculous claim. And when I read it, I just thought that was.
I can't.
Didn't you defend that?
Oh yeah.
That's called being finessed. Okay?
I mean,
So late term abortions, we all good with that?
I feel a woman should be able to have an abortion if she wants to.
Late term abortions?
What do we consider late term?
Second trimester.
I
Or
say,
end, there's the end.
I
of
say
How many
anything,
months?
anything after
I think
3
it's like
months, I'm
three.
not down with
I think
it.
it's 3.
I say
Months?
anything after 3.
But I think late abortions are 3 months because that's before the
I
baby
mean,
gets the
good.
heartbeat.
3. I'm good at 3.
Yeah, but conservatives consider that to still be a
Yeah,
child.
fuck them.
I mean, that's
Nah,
what, you break.
Nigga, they
rates.
got places where you can go up to 8.
Nah.
Nah, you just
Nah.
had the baby at that point.
The worst I've ever. I think the worst 5 months maybe. Some states.
I
5
don't even
months.
like that.
Well, that's 5 months
that's
for
too far.
like if it's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Because by 5 months,
No,
you
if
know,
it's gonna kill you, I'm down. Like, fuck that.
I'm
You
like
win.
you. 2.5, 3 is the breaking point. After that,
Now
it
that
gets
6 week
sketchy.
shit.
no 6 weeks.
I don't shot girls up now. I think they was pregnant for like a month or 2 later. So 6 weeks. I'm like, you gonna have a baby by then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, this is not me. I'm just saying niggas I know.
Oh, just niggas you know. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Gotcha.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Because last I heard, there was somebody who always loves to shoot up the club.
Mm-hmm. What are condoms? What are those?
Yeah, condoms. What are those? That was his exact words.
I don't remember who that is.
Oh, okay.
Did you just say a second ago? We know.
Man, condoms are blockers on your blessings.
Blockers on your blessings.
Your blessings you bestowed upon her.
All right. Well,
which is your sperm.
Fuck all of that shit.
Okay, next.
So I got two more before we leave. So one is that big picture that I believe Armstead you posted. It's a woman named Mally, and what she said is that women are naturally expensive, and she went into all this, and she's like, women aren't gold diggers. We're just naturally expensive.
No, women are survivors.
They're
That's
survivors,
what she's gonna get.
Yeah, they're definitely survivors.
They're survivors.
So
that means
as a
good
woman,
women are naturally expensive. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I agree with.
It takes a lot to look good. So if you want to be,
what
with
if she
a
don't
woman,
look that good though?
If you want to be with a
then you shouldn't be with her.
That looks a certain way, then you need to be able to afford it.
This is what you're talking about. Older men love taking care of them. A young, vibrant woman with a wonderful body.
Any of them out there, you can email me. I will email the podcast for my contact.
everydayblackmen@gmail.com.
We're gonna post pictures of you. Can you send us
anybody between 50 to 70 years old that has free time and wants intellectually stimulating conversation?
Ain't nobody trying to read, and I don't think I.
But that's the problem is that niggas should expect all women to come with a price tag.
All women are gonna come with a price tag.
Oh hell no! Some women ain't worth the price.
No. I said
agreed.
Price tag.
Agreed, but I still
but
like
women
they
think
all.
they're all that women. All that.
No,
women.
no. Everyone thinks they are that woman.
No. She knows. She
No,
knows.
some women are dealing with some serious.
Every woman thinks she's
No,
that
a lot of women have
never
those
be that
insecurity issues, man, where they don't feel like they're that pretty.
I look like a girl next
They
door that's gonna
have
bring muffins to your door. I could never pull off that kind of woman.
You have those qualities.
But
You do. Yeah, you do have those qualities.
I've seen you with certain women.
Let me show you some video pictures of yourself.
No, they're different. No, what I'm
The
saying
album
is,
cover with them legs. The right nigga saw you. I'm like,
what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there are different types of women in different lengths. Not every woman is going to be that woman, but
Correct.
different guys are turned on by different looking women. So
I
there are
agree.
different layers of attraction. You know what I mean? That's all. That's the only point I was trying to. It wasn't about me. I'm talking about women.
Well, he made it about you.
Yeah, he made it about you. I said you could be that one.
Yeah, you definitely can be there. Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
You just applied for a 70-year-old.
Well, again, back to my point. Anybody 50, 45 to,
I think
to
you need
65.
about 45.
45 to 65.
Because you can still give him a baby though.
You could.
I'm not giving you a baby, sir. Whoever you are, no.
You're not giving him a
Well,
baby, even if he wants one.
yeah.
But he can take me
All
shopping.
All right.
He can take me shopping.
There was actually a British thing. Sorry to splinter off from your point.
No, you good.
There was a British thing where a guy, he wanted a woman to give him a baby. He was willing to give her like 5.9 million pounds. Which is like,
I will give you a baby,
That's
sir.
like 10.
Okay.
5.9.
Ain't that double?
not double, but almost.
Yeah.
It's like $9 million.
Yeah.
But just to give him the baby.
Oh yeah, he wants the baby. Like after that, you can go on. But
Oh, selective genes?
I don't know about that.
no, he just wants a child.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
I don't know.
I could have found him 5 women who could have did that for like 100,000.
Then you should be broken, my nigga.
Yeah, I could be his broker. Like, I know plenty of girls who just have babies for the hell of it. I know a bitch who dated a nigga, he ain't got $5 and he got 7 kids by her.
Boy, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Whatever.
All right, so we
they
agree
love it.
that women are expensive, but
Yes, women are.
Women have a cost, not expensive.
no, it's
only expensive if you can't pay.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
Well,
only
yeah,
expensive.
I agree with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have a cost.
he's right.
Okay,
What
so,
did you say?
Women have a cost.
They have a cost, but then
it's
all of
only
them are
expensive
expensive.
if you can't afford it.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but that's exactly what she was saying, and at first it seemed like a lot of people felt some kind of way about that.
Yeah, but it depends on the woman.
But what I'm saying is that she was right. That's all I'm saying is that she's
I
right in
agree.
saying that every woman has a cost. It just matters if whether you want to buy it or not.
Yeah.
We just walked around that to get back here. But final thoughts. Tell us about that late night story.
Which one?
The one about, is it okay for someone to ask you for a date at 12 a.m.?
Oh, so
Her toes are perfect and everything. That nigga's creepy.
So, yeah, basically the question is, do you feel like, okay, 12 o'clock at night, you at home, you chilling, and you get a message from someone, hey, what's up, what's going on? Oh, was nothing, chilling. Oh, what you doing? Watching TV. Oh, you could have took me out on a date. What? You're in not to mention this woman is out of state. And I'm like, you here? She's like, yeah, I just came. I was like, well, dang, you didn't tell me that. I just found out about this just now. Like, when did you get here? I got here yesterday. When are you leaving? Tomorrow morning. So to me, that sounds like, oh, I need to find something to do real quick.
We got another one.
You got another one?
No, keep going.
Oh, basically to make the long story short, in that situation there, it was like, she kind of came off as like, dang, I had to hit you up for a date. You could have called me, and it's like, well, I didn't even know you was in the state. Don't even make no sense.
So basically, she wanted you to have precog, Minority Report, precog.
I believe if you wanted to go on a date with her, it doesn't really matter the time because of the city we live in. It could be a little simple date.
Well,
go
we're not
get
like
some
Houston
drinks.
though.
Nah.
Yeah, but you know, I don't drink.
I believe
Vegas.
her plans got canceled and she wanted to.
Exactly.
I
believe that if she wanted to see you, she probably just wanted to fuck. But at that time of night.
But she wanted to feel.
But she wanted to feel
She
like
wanted
it
to
wasn't.
Fuck, she wouldn't have said it like that.
Exactly.
She would've been
And then on top of that, just to verify that, I said to her, "Oh, dang, you could have came over here and watched TV with me." She was like, "Nah, that's not a date." Yeah, I mean, your plans got canceled. Then
Not a
She
date.
wanted
But
somebody-
just because you don't drink doesn't mean you don't go drinking.
Yeah.
I don't like alcohol at all.
You don't have to fucking drink
You don't have to
alcohol.
drink, nigga. Get a Coke.
You could talk while I drink.
Yeah, sell some water.
I know that, but I'm just saying, you know.
And I don't believe
No. You made the right
I don't
choice.
care about those
All of
environments
us,
too
I
much
think, are on
anymore.
the same page that you made the right
Yeah,
choice,
but
Armstead. But
that's
your reason for making the right choice, I think, is where we differ. Because I think what you should have done is you should have been like, "Oh, cool. So meet me here." And then if she say, "Hey, I need a ride," it's like, I guess, shawty, you don't want it that bad because Uber is everywhere.
Dating
Uber
is
everywhere.
dating is
Uber
a
everywhere.
strange
It's
thing,
a
though.
very strange now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I've
Especially
been
when
out
most
that
of it
game.
is done online and it's so
creepy.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to approach
Although,
it.
remember when I told you guys about Double Down? Y'all thought that
Y'all
shit
ever
was
done
crazy.
online dating?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody here has done
Hinge.
every.
Tinder, Hinge, black people meet.
I get surprised because I get like white guys, Asians.
Oh yeah, whites and
I get
Asians, they want a black lady.
All across the spectrum.
They want you black enough.
Well, because you are someone that they feel they can take back to their mom.
Tomorrow, like you may
Yeah.
be mixed with something.
If you were 2 shades darker, they probably wouldn't have the same thoughts. But that is something that you can't control. You
feel
didn't
like-
choose which color pigment to be born.
You look like you'll raise my credit score.
I mean, that's a weird backhanded compliment.
That
But
was just
okay.
fun. I'm just being funny.
I don't know about that. She's still black.
Black women got some pretty good credit scores,
Yeah,
though.
no, they don't. Black women are. They
The
have
black
the most,
women I talk to
black
have
women,
pretty good credit scores.
Oh, I'm just saying statistically, they are in the highest debt category. You can have all that credit score you want, but you missing that student loan debt.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
A lot of black women are educated as fuck. When they like, you gonna take care of me? I ain't taking care of your student
I
loans.
told you yesterday that I'm gonna start selling bricks. I'm researching.
$100,000 in student loan.
Weighing my options.
Hey,
I think I can step into the game.
white
and
bricks.
do something. Hey,
All white.
Hey, so Nicki Minaj, y'all saw that? Nicki Minaj's boyfriend bought her a $1.1 million wedding ring.
with her money.
With her money.
It's funny that we pick at him, and that kind of goes back to the other situation we mentioned earlier. The bitch happy, so who gives a fuck? But
I mean,
I
yeah,
see all women hating on that nigga.
but is he okay? He might not have Nicki Minaj money, but doesn't he
He
have
just they like
street money though?
Not really, because street niggas ain't gonna
Who
step
is
out there
he?
like that.
allegedly he's just a regular ass nigga.
He just a regular dude. He don't have
Allegedly,
nothing,
he just a little in the entertainment industry. Like, he got his toes in.
Like you got your toes in. They looking it up.
Hold on. This nigga's a registered sex offender?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember
I
that.
think he had sex with a girl that was underage, but he was like a certain age.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, down. Wow. That's the one I told you.
Nigga.
And that's what I was asking you about before about that whole sex offender thing, where they were saying like sex offenders should not be able to do Halloween.
Nah, I don't think they should be able to do Halloween.
So you
Nigga,
think
if I was 18 and she was 16, that was high school.
Nigga, you knew not to do that shit.
Nah, that don't.
Somebody told you.
With your logic, y'all both get arrested though,
That
right?
don't-
Yeah, in my logic, they
that
both
don't
get
count
arrested.
to me. 16, 18, come on, you're both kids.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, sis,
Nah. You a black person. We raised you better than that.
Nah, I don't.
We already had the talk.
Man,
Every black person here
allegedly,
had the
dude, I
talk.
know a lot of niggas who should be in jail. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Don't snitch.
well, currently she's what 85 million from what it says here.
I mean, I can see her
Kendrick
network
Lamar's
being.
worth 45. No rapper has more money outside of her.
I don't think she's worth 85 million.
I don't think she worth 85
But she
million.
should have the net worth that says she's worth
Net
85
worth.
million.
She
But
is though.
Kendrick Lamar versus her, nobody would look at side out of that. But when they look at him, everybody look at him like he's just some.
I mean, well, yeah, she
You
makes
seen
another
that?
rapper that got millions like she does. That's
She's
why
36.
He don't even have to be a rapper though.
But I'm just saying.
He don't have to be a rapper.
I'm just saying.
You said somebody on her level.
Nobody's making more money than Nicki in rap besides Drake.
On her level. I think Cardi B making more money than her last year than she
Probably
did.
last year, but overall, Nicki been in it long.
Overall is long. Because you know she got a terrible contract.
But who?
Oh, apparently he also shot a nigga.
Oh, that's good. That would be good for raising children.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I thought he was a street dude, but I mean, I don't. He
That means she can't have no guns either.
$$1 million.
I couldn't marry
Is
somebody.
it her brother? So her brother was a sex offender too, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was like a pedo.
And they got a lot to talk about at the family table.
They do have a lot to talk about. I wonder if she gonna let them kids meet their uncle.
I mean, but if she happy, she happy.
I think he in jail, ain't he?
Well, no, I'm happy that she's happy.
I don't care.
I'm just saying, like, I couldn't be with somebody if I can't have my gun. Because if you got a fucking first-degree murder charge that you ate, you a felon, and I can't have firearms.
Well, you're
I
not a
like
felon.
firearms.
I mean, well, it depends on where you're living. Because if you're living in New York,
He live in New York
anyway. You can't have a gun anyway. That's not the South.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
why would I ever live to New York?
I would never live in New York.
But I'm saying that's probably where Nick.
That
Would you live in New York?
Godless place.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
it's too
either.
cold. Too much going on.
I visit a lot because I love layers. That's one of my things. When the winter come in, pull out the scarf, pea coat, man. I don't
We know. We seen your
it
picture
don't
on
get that
Instagram.
cold here, though, man. Damn.
It's gonna get
Climate
cold.
change warming.
It is going to the climate change, don't worry, bro. It's going to swing back the other way around.
Climate
That's
change,
cool,
the
yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
I know, of course. You blame women for climate change and not men, the ones making all the decisions.
1.1 million wedding rings.
Starrfire, are you declining social media?
Declining right now.
All right.
It's under construction.
Under construction, we'll have
They don't
Starrfire
do it
on
like
the
they used to.
podcast some other time in the future. Anyway, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and end this podcast. We appreciate your support. Check us out at EVYD Black Men on Twitter, Everyday Black Men on Instagram, and the Everyday Black Men Facebook page.